Hey Toycat, have you talked about the EULA changes? Of course referring to the very controversial Minecraft change which allows them to take down any server for any reason whatsoever if they don't like what you're doing, or bans you from putting Minecraft in the title of your YouTube videos. These huge claims, which are circulating a lot on social media, raise the question of why Minecraft is deliberately trying to screw its player base once again. It seems like ever since the Microsoft acquisition, it's poor corporate decision after poor corporate decision, so what actually is behind them, and what has actually changed with Minecraft? Allow me to explain with today's video. I'm a big believer in the truth being the most important thing, and so the important truth here is that the End User License Agreement, or EULA, is something that you agree to inherently by playing Minecraft. This is a kind of terms of service, but for Minecraft, so it's equivalent to that little box you have to tick when you sign up for a website saying, I agree to the terms and services, but that is the way it works for Minecraft. So this has changed slightly in the last week, but it's mostly not the EULA that's actually changed, contrary to the memes, but it's actually the brand usage guidelines. These are guidelines that Minecraft has put out to help you understand how they think you should be using their name, aka Minecraft, the brand, which is anything related to Minecraft, and their assets, which is anything from the blocks to the code to the mobs, anything that is Minecraft-y, are the things they actually own. They're letting you know what they think you should be doing with it. And because it's a document written by lawyers, there are rules in here like you cannot use Minecraft and hurt their brand by using it in terrorism, which is such a ridiculous claim. Like, yes, I was gonna commit a terror act, but then I saw it was against the Minecraft EULA and I realized I was screwed. But yeah, there are all these sorts of guidelines that are basically there to reduce liability. You cannot be unlawful, deceptive, obscene, or harmful. You cannot use their name to say things that they do not think are associated or supported by Mojang. These are mostly reasonable and mostly aimed at reducing liability if you do something terrible and you claim it's related to Minecraft, even though it's not. But then they put in here something about naming guidelines, which is to say that you cannot use Minecraft as the primary name for something. And the example that they write down here is Kotoba Miners, a Minecraft server for Redstone builds, is absolutely cool, while Minecraft, the ultimate Kotoba server for Redstone, is not cool. They don't want Minecraft to be your primary title. They even use a podcast example. The Shaft, a Minecrafter's podcast, is great, while Minecraft, the ultimate help app, is not. For almost every commercial product, they don't want using Minecraft as the primary title, because then you'll be promoting something with their name and making it sound like it's affiliated with them when it's not. This gets really messy when it comes to servers and YouTube videos though, because you might have Minecraft server for blank blank blank, or you might have a video which starts with Minecraft. Would I be breaking the EULA and therefore a law if I put Minecraft at the start of my title? Well, I think it's important to note because this second comment here raises the important thing that, like, well, most things in EULA can't be taken to court. They can't do anything to you legally for violating the EULA. This is factually accurate that you are not committing a crime by breaking the EULA. The End User License Agreement is not law, and the brand guidelines even less so, because they are not legal documents by your country. They are a guide from a game as to how they want you to use their stuff. However, even though that is not to say that you can't be taken to court, you can only be taken to court by Mojang themselves or Microsoft or someone on their behalf for the specific purpose of recuperating damages which you have caused Mojang. If I was to go on a massive pornography, gambling, or terrorism spree using Minecraft as the official name at the start of it all, trying to pin it all on Minecraft, and that caused Minecraft actual harm when news outlets started talking about it and fewer people started buying Minecraft, they would be in the right to come after me to recuperate those damages. Not that I'd have those money, because I'm sure Minecraft terrorism doesn't pay too well, but the idea is that it's a civil issue that Minecraft can raise with you because you agreed to their terms, and when you break those terms and you harm Mojang, they have every right to try and get those damages from you. And just to clarify, even without a EULA and without these brand guidelines, they can still technically just do that.
We specifically told you not to do terrorism. This isn't okay.
But obviously, it applies to much more likely things like...
We specifically told you not to do gambling.
And even, depressingly, something that probably has happened at least a few times.
We specifically told you not to do Minecraft pornography. Sorry, these are all new terms of service updates. It's a...
I was going to say, is it like a direct response to something you've done in your video?
And so these rules are mostly about giving Mojang power to decide how some of these things are done. In fact, specifically, they do have a very big section on how in-person events can be done. This is a rule which they unofficially enforce, but now they're putting it in their rules, saying that if you have a gathering of more than 150 people, we don't want you doing that. That is something we reserve the right to do. If you're making a bunch of money from sponsorships, they specifically say commercializing sponsorships, that is our money effectively. We don't want you doing it because we don't want want you making a profit on the Minecraft guidelines. It could be argued a similar thing is being done for Minecraft servers with that rule about taking one down at any time.
Well, we don't like this, and no one in the community really likes this, but there's no rule that says this is technically not okay, even though you're kind of really deliberately skirting around the rules, and so we're using our catch-all clause to say you're taking down your server anyway. Take that, you suckers.
But the thing is, if you actually look at this meme right here that says any server piece of online content can be taken down at any time if Mojang don't like what you're doing, it's not actually found anywhere in the EULA or anywhere in the brand guidelines. The thing that this is most likely referring to, though, is the subject to change section of the brand guidelines, which says that these guidelines may change as time goes by. We reserve the right to change our mind at any time, such as if people start to take advantage of our good intentions and to update these guidelines. This is the absolute BS thing to me. Not only are they going incredibly restrictive over the top on the off chance that maybe you break a rule and you're gonna owe them some money, but also they're trying to argue that they can change these rules unilaterally. This is 100% not okay, and Mojang should not be trying to do this. This is not an acceptable way to make a legal agreement, ignoring the bare flimsy argument that you agreed to the EULA by playing Minecraft and you agreed to the EULA by making Minecraft videos or servers. The messed up thing is to argue that you can change that anytime you want, because that's not how agreements work. If me and you agree to something, you can't unilaterally make a change to that, and in the case of the Minecraft EULA, I can't decide tomorrow, oh yeah, I signed up and I agreed to the EULA when I bought my copy, but I've changed my mind since then. You can't make that decision without notifying Mojang and giving them the opportunity to say no. And so Mojang trying to say, yeah, but we can change the rules you have to follow, I also think that is just as ridiculous, and they shouldn't be trying to do it, and this is a very important thing. Mojang, a lot of the memes are kind of fake news, basically, but some of these are actually real, and also there's a lot of powers in here that could give Mojang the ability to arbitrarily take things down, powers they're not going to use right now, but why should we be at the whims of the random Microsoft or Mojang employees and what they feel like taking down? I do not think that is a good way that Minecraft should run its community, and I don't know why they had to write that. Anyway, so wasn't most of the EULA thing misinfo? They never said no guns, no queues, and anything the meme says. I thought you were cool with Mojang. I want to be clear here that I don't take a side of like, oh, Mojang is always good or Mojang is always bad. I am someone who is motivated by the truth. I think that is the most important thing. It would be a very scandalous thing if I said, yeah, Minecraft is banning my Minecraft but videos. I could get millions of views by arguing, like crying and breaking down and saying they just don't want me to make money on a series where I do something really fun. You lying to people is a very profitable business, but I am a big believer in the truth being the most important thing, and so I need to say, sometimes Mojang gets it really right. There's some things that they've done incredibly over the last few years, and sometimes Mojang gets it really, really wrong, like with their response to the fireflies and the birch forests, or like with their, very, very much the way they think that they can change the EULA anytime. Trying to just be like, oh, are you pro Mojang or anti Mojang is entirely ridiculous. By the way, isn't this the reason why there's a disclaimer of online content cannot be rated? Yes, actually, that is the reason that you usually put those disclaimers in there. And interestingly enough, even though Minecraft argues, yes, anything we don't like is, anything you do is going to harm us, and that's a big problem. Funnily enough, in Minecraft Realms terms and conditions, they're like, yeah, we just provide you the server. Anything you do on there is not our fault. They should have just applied those rules to Minecraft videos and Minecraft servers and anything else that isn't explicitly harming Minecraft by, either encouraging people to buy cracked copies or encouraging people to get fake mods or anything like that. I think anything that harms Minecraft users should be the thing Minecraft goes after, not things that harm the Minecraft bottom line. That's just my take though, and that's funny that Minecraft themselves basically use that. Speaking of Minecraft themselves, we've had a lot of questions now about the EULA, so to take a little break from that, why is Aqua Affinity a head enchantment instead of a chest enchantment? You mine with your arms and not your skull, and this is a really good point. Obviously, respiration is about more breathing. I don't know how your helmet's going to give you that, but it makes the most sense there of any body piece. Why is Aqua Affinity on your head too, though? It clearly should be all about your arms, or maybe you could argue about your feet. You get a really steady footing, and that's why it's there. Aqua Affinity being a head enchantment is dumb. I agree, hella weird. Also, so shaders coming to console officially could be a thing, is something that came up this week. Yes, the changes they're making to Minecraft and the Render Dragon and the run of exclusivity of RTX ending means that you will be able to have shaders on consoles, but most likely they'll be on the newest gen only, and they won't really run that great. That is the big challenge. It's not adding these amazing effects to Minecraft, because RTX Minecraft looks incredible. It's about adding them to Minecraft and actually making it run effectively. That is the actual programming challenge. By the way, I believe that if someone doesn't like the village trading mechanics, they should not use them and stop worrying about what I'm doing. Too OP, who TF cares? This is interesting because it's the exact same argument about the EULA, right? If Mojang doesn't like what we're doing, why are they going to run about and change it? And a lot of Minecraft changes are kind of made against the will of the, a lot of people, and that's something you kind of have to do with a game. There's no easy way to make, you can use game rules for only so much. There's no easy way to make Minecraft a better game without harming the people who play it already. And I think the easiest solution to that is the Minecraft's not, changing your existing worlds thing. If you want to keep trading with the existing villager mechanics, you'll be able to do that on your existing worlds before this update. However, I also think that's why it's so important that Mojang tries to buff things that aren't doing so well rather than nerf those that are, because then when you start a new world, you might get confused about how differently it performs compared to how you're used to. Speaking of different performance, why don't they just do it based on librarian as an individual selling you different types of enchantments, like a librarian that specializes in trident enchantments or in different types of protection? I think this is the fairer way to do the nerf. Any librarian from any village maybe could give you a particular type. It's just that specific librarians and specific villagers will give you more types, will give you a higher chance of giving you, say, mending, or a higher chance of, say, if he's near the coast, it could be the trident enchantments. Having some logic to the biome decisions, but also making the randomness work for everyone if they insist on doing it the old way, is a good way to blend that whole don't ruin the game for existing people, while also allowing people who do know things to take advantage and do some fun things. However, the most important comment clearly seems to be this one with 700 upvotes. I don't know how to feel about mending only being found on swamp villagers. Like, could they at least make a swamp village now? I totally agree. If these changes are so controversial and they want to push them through anyway, just make a swamp village to balance it out, so at least when people go to a swamp, they can go through one less step to make it happen. That's my personal take, at least, because for people like the tiniest plane 22 who has a nearest desert biome that's 6,000 blocks away, I think having to go through 6,000 blocks worth of effort and then doing a bunch more work when you get there just sounds like a much harder way of doing things. Speaking of harder way of doing things, the villager changes actually distracted everyone from the diamond change, and James Smith makes the really funny point that, wait, diamonds are too common, so we'll make the templates cost a silly amount of them to dupe, and now everyone needs more diamonds, so they increase their generation. WTF, they love to make and solve their own problems, don't they? And this is the problem with not having a cohesive overall game design theory, not having a really long-term plan that's actually planning out, is that when Minecraft has a big problem, for example, there's too many diamonds, they can fix that by having more uses for diamonds. But now there's so many more uses for diamonds and people need more, so then you add more diamonds to the world. And I do think that's a funny example, but I think in reality they're adding more diamonds to the world as part of a rebalance away from villager trading. In the same way that getting any enchanted book from trading makes way more sense than actually enchanting, it's also true that diamond boots or armor or swords or pickaxes are so much easier to trade for right now, and so a good way to balance that one could be just making more diamonds visible, and so you can go and mine for diamonds and do it the other way. That is the right type of balancing change, funnily enough. Speaking of right type of balancing change, can we normalize putting the seeds in the description or in the comments so we can just copy and paste them into Minecraft? So to be totally honest with you, this date, the reason I didn't do that used to be in the console days that if you had a console, you were watching on a screen that wasn't your console screen, and so from your phone or your laptop or whatever, you could like manually type it, and it wouldn't help you if it was in the description because you're moving from device to device anyway. Add in the fact that other content creators would just take your seeds if you left them in the description, at least making them go through a little bit of work if they're going to steal the entire video. It felt like a fair trade-off because, yeah, that's what a lot of people did end up doing. However, in the Bedrock days, a lot of people do watch on, say, a PC, and then they play Windows 10 Minecraft. A lot of people do watch on a mobile phone, and then they'll play Minecraft there, and so those people would greatly benefit from having the seeds in the description, which is why I'm trying to make it the norm from now on, that yes, we will go and do that. Even though more people will take the stuff, and who knows what it is as a commercial decision, I do think it's important that people can have that slightly easier thing to make Seed Sunday better, because there are a lot of copycats out there. There's a lot of other seed videos, but I do like to try and provide some of the highest quality and best grouped together seeds here, and hopefully that's what you find in Seed Sunday in the future, and it is something I do find to be important. So thank you, Chances Cool. It is a good reminder that I need to do that for every single episode. By the way, I just need to go into a comment here from a Piano Boy, because of course I uploaded a video this week, a short, about the new Pride cape that they just added to the game, and adding a cape to the game is a very big decision, so the fact that they did it for Pride is very, very intriguing. The fact that they did it for Pride the same week as they have these huge controversial EULA changes, also incredibly interesting to me. But yeah, I do think it's a big decision to add a cape, and so I took the the mindset of if you're going to have a fourth cape, then why add these geographic restrictions to it? However, the comments had nothing to do with like the how Mojang's adding it or where they're adding it. They instead entirely went on the stage of, oh yeah, Minecraft sales are gonna go down, go woke, go broke. And the funny thing about this is some people say it's just people showing who they are, but to me it's like, well, you don't really need a Minecraft cape to validate your identity, and that's my personal take. But I do, and a lot of people would say like, wow, Minecraft is trying to encourage people to identify as these things, and that is like a real concern that people can have about how little control parents have over their children's consumption of media. I mean, whether you like it or not, some parents do not want their parents to engage with that sort of stuff, and so the fact that they have to at such young ages, you know, Minecraft ages or whatever, the ages that are so young they can't deal with guns on servers, but they can deal with these sorts of things, I do see that point. But on the other hand, I think, you know, like, it's hard to see, but the number of people that are made happy by this stuff is surprisingly high. Some people will be like, yes, I suddenly do feel validated because I see my cape in Minecraft, and it's not something I can appreciate as someone who worked out where they were, and I'm somewhere in that plus thing. As someone who worked that out, I have no caring or sense of community from it. I genuinely can say I don't identify people based on them being men or them being, you know, white Asian or them being whatever it is that I am. What I mostly care about is like who you are, and the identity stuff seems really dumb and weird to me. And the fact that so many people praise and hate this shows that we have such a focus on identity and how you represent yourself and how you try to get sales by using rainbows, rather than it is about just, yeah, let's all try and be decent to each other. I think more important than the labels you use to describe yourself is, do you try to be a decent human being? Are you caring? Are you thoughtful? Or whatever else? If you're just there to take an entire group of people and use them to push your agenda, whether that's for them or against them, I think that's entirely ridiculous. And I wish that more people cared about being better humans than about pretending that they look like better humans. But as we've seen from the Cape debacle, that's not the case. People feel very strongly and want to show that they feel strongly about things, and I think it's a bit ridiculous, but that's just my take. What do you think? And I don't actually care. Please don't leave a comment about it. What you can leave a comment about, though, is Q&A Saturday. If you have a question for next week, let me know in the comments down below. And also, Seed Sunday tomorrow is going to be a fun one. It's the seeds that Cracked Magnet thought were really insanely good, but couldn't work out how to categorize together. So it's some of the wildest seeds that Minecraft has. I'm looking forward to going through it. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you consider subscribing, and have a good day, unless you think being not nice is okay. Goodbye.